Hey, how's it going? I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, and my coach has taught me something that today especially I am so grateful for. Like, so grateful. Oh my goodness. So one of the things that she says is that, if you don't tell yourself who you are in the morning before you connect to the world, then the world will tell you who you are. And, there's some days where you wake up, you feel like $1,000,000, you jump out of bed and you know that you've got the day. And then there's some days where you wake up and you're like, who am I to want what I want? Can I really do this? What happens when I get there? Am I going to be the kind of person, leader, business owner, wealthy person that has hurt me? I don't want to turn out like that. Who am I to want what I want? Who am I? Am I enough? Can I do it? Is it worth it? And that was the kind of tape that was playing in my head this morning. And I just want to tell you, first of all, what I did and also kind of what matters and how I was just really lucky. I woke up at 4 a.m. So I had the opportunity to spend some time working on this and working through this before I got to slay my day, which has been phenomenal. So the first thing that I want you to know is that if you ever feel like that, if you ever feel afraid, if you ever hesitate, if you're procrastinating, or if you're just not sure you can do something, you have that questioning of doubt, I want you to know that those feelings are normal. They come with every level, every person, every experience. There's no one who gets to a point where they don't have a day where they question themselves. Just because those feelings are normal, letting them stop you is a choice. That's a choice you get to make every day when you wake up. I could have chosen to stay in bed, hit my snooze button, let that be the tape that played in my head all day. Or I could make the choice to do something different. And the first step is being willing to try. You have to be willing to try. And if you're not willing to try to do, be, have more, then that's for sure the first thing that it takes is being willing to try. And one of the things that I did is I knew that the tape in my head wasn't the tape I wanted to play. So I went and I put on the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 Mel Robbins. Yeah, Mel Robbins. And she was it was a video on what to do when you doubt yourself. And I was like, okay, this is the right video for today. She's talking about doing it anyways. And she says, you know how you know that you're going to have a good day? At the end of the day, when you've had a good day, it's because you've made progress in something that matters to you. You have moved a step forward. You have you've made progress towards something that matters to you. And you know why that feels good? Because what you wants you too. It does. And when you move towards what wants you and you want it just feels good. It is a beautiful sense of connection. And so know that your goals want you as bad as you want them. You just need to go through and become who you need to be. A goal isn't for getting, a goal is for becoming. And so I want you to know that when you expect to feel like that, you can have an action plan. You can have a game plan. So what I did, I put my feet on the ground because I know that hitting snooze is not an option because I am in command of my body, right? You have to make those decisions ahead of time. So I have a personal policy that says I don't hit snooze because I used to be really bad at it. So it doesn't matter how I'm feeling. Get out of bed, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the first thing Mel Robbins talks about. And if you expect to have days that are good and days that are bad, then you can, and not bad, and they're not good or bad. There's no qualifying here. It's just that you have days where you're on and days where you need to pump yourself up. Do you think every athlete feels like playing every game? There's no chance. They sit there, and I was actually, I got to train with one of the top CrossFit athletes in the world, literally one of the top 10 in his age category and in his class. And every time we would look over at him in the gym, he'd be sitting on the bench. He's like, yeah, I visualize it in my mind first. So if you have those predispositions, those decisions that you've made to be able to say, hey, this is how I'm going to behave and expect that to be part of the process. Like, fear is part of the process. You are going to be afraid. If you're not afraid, you're not doing anything worthwhile. You can't make progress towards something that you're passionate about every day and not get afraid sometimes, but you just have to do it anyways, and you need to know how to get through that. So one of the things that I do is I turn on personal development. I know how to change the voice. I need to drown it out. So I plugged in, there was 2 videos actually. I'll share them in the comments here when I'm done. One is the Mel Robbins, What to Do When You're Doubting Yourself, and the other one is Melanie Greenow's I Am Enough. And they're both beautiful YouTube videos. I highly recommend them. And one of the things that I thought was so powerful is this concept of taking 1 inch, even if it's just one thing. Maybe it's that you can take, you can eat the right food. You can, whatever that one thing you can do to move towards your goal that gives you progress. And it doesn't have to be a goal, just whatever the thing is that matters to you. The project, your passion project, it has to matter to you. It can't just be a task list. Getting stuff done is not fulfilling. Moving towards something that matters to you is. And so if you can take 1 step towards what you are passionate about, that will change your day into good. And replacing the tape. So what I love about this concept is imagine 1 inch towards your goal every single day, towards your passion, towards the thing that matters to you. So 1 inch at a time. That's 7 inches a week. 7 times 4 is 14, 28 inches a week, I think. Think about how many inches that would be in a year. That's why they say if you read 10 pages a day, it's amazing how much you can learn. It's amazing what you can do. And the truth is that we overestimate what we can do in a day, a week, a month, or a year, and we underestimate what we can do in a decade. And when we keep consistent effort and we literally don't let the mind committee, because the truth is that our thoughts control our feelings control our actions, and our actions impact our results, and our results impact our thoughts. So how do you change the results in your life? Well, you have to start with your mind. And there's going to be times you don't feel like it because your results and your situation and your actions and your feelings don't line up, but you can't change those things until you change how you think. How do you change your thinking? You have to plug into someone who thinks differently so you can learn from them. And that's why I say find people who have what you want and do what they do, because it's so powerful. So I just want to say that if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I will share these 2 videos because I truly believe that you need to watch them. They completely changed my morning. And I really just asked myself, what am I scared of? And I realized I was scared of becoming the people that I felt had the position that I am working towards that had hurt me. I was worried about becoming them and treating people the way that I had been treated in those situations. And the truth is that I know that I'm not like anybody else, and if I come from a place of love, it'll be okay. And also, I need to forgive and release them. Holding on to that judgment does not serve me now. So I got to go through that whole experience, and I wanted to share it with you because I think that there's times where we wake up and we think we don't have control because our mind is playing games with us. We don't want to make that call. We don't want to see that person. We don't want to, clean that house. We don't want to have that fight with that toddler. We don't want to go through that experience, whatever it is that we're getting out of bed to do. It might not be exciting, or we might be telling ourselves a story that isn't helpful in our day. And so I want to challenge you to get up before everybody else and spend some time with yourself so that you can have that kind of conscious connection and time to work through this, because sometimes I get to do my I am gratefuls and I get to go through, I get to read some books and it's a beautiful experience, and sometimes I get to go deep and I get to go really inside of me and say, what's coming up for me right now? Like, why am I feeling this way? Literally nothing has happened yet today. Nothing has happened, and yet I'm already having these feelings. So if you've gotten up on the wrong side of the bed, challenge you to wake up at a time before everybody else. Plug into these videos I'm about to share with you. Find something that matters to you that you're building and take 1 step towards that today. And know that when you ask the question, who am I to want this? The answer is exactly the right person, because your goals want you as bad as you do. And I'm cheering for you. Whatever it is that you're going after, just get it. Let it be that your time, your money, and your time, money, energy, that they would yield a high return on investment, a high ROI, because truly your time, energy, and money are designed to bring things to you, are tools and resources that you have to be able to bring things into your life. And I want what you bring into your life to be exactly what you want. I don't want you to live a life of default, but by design. So that's the way that I've designed my day. That's how I was able to snap out of it. And then I put on some red lipstick so I can feel sassy, because that's what I like. And whatever that is for you, I would love to hear in the comments what your little life hacks regarding getting yourself out of that waking up on the wrong side of the bed experience is. And I'll share my 2 videos. So I can't wait to connect and to learn exactly what your strategy is for those days where you're like, because you can't ignore it, right? But you do have to not cuddle with it. So with that, it's good to see you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy whatever weather it is, wherever you are, and I can't wait to hear your little life hacks. So I will see you soon.